Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I'm back with another video here. So the Flyers lose 4-1. Make that 5 in a row here for the Flyers. Just frustrating. I mean, if you're looking at the overall game and just the way that this has been playing out, it's another game where your start was very important. And John Tortorella talked about that pregame this morning. He basically said that, the start is the main thing and they have to get better at that. And also, they're the underdog coming into this game. Boston's 14-2. They're undefeated at home. The whole thing, right? The start was the main thing. And the lines were the same as the switch in the last Columbus game on Tuesday. Lawton with Hayes and Konechny, Tippett with Noah Cates and McEwen, Willman with Frost and Farabee, Delorier, Sedlak, and Patrick Brown comes into the lineup. Kiefer Bellows comes out. So that was the only change. The defense, Provorov, D'Angelo, Sanheim, and Braun, Sealer, and Ristolainen, and Carter Hart was in net. First 10 minutes of this period were good for the Flyers. Had a handful of chances. Cates had a breakaway. He had a 2-on-1. From Lawton and Konechny shorthanded, and Frost had a chance in tight. First 10 minutes were fine. Actually, good for the Flyers. Generated chances. Hart had a nice save off the rush. They did take a penalty, like I mentioned. But overall, to me, this was Frost's best game of the season so far, and this is kind of what I've been talking about. This is what happens when you give him ice time. Morgan Frost played 18 minutes tonight, 16 minutes even strength, 2 minutes power play, 16 minutes in total, 14, 2 minutes on the power play, and just in general was good in this game. I mean, 4 shots on goal, 2 hits, a blocked shot. He's credited as -1 because the goal that Boston scored right after is right back out there, but he was one of the reasons the Flyers scored in this game. Was just very good. Had a chance early off of a nice pass that he set up for Willman, and then he ended up following that up with a chance in the high slot. Really nice save. After Cates had a breakaway where he got stoned on the backhand, Boston would get that power play like I talked about. They had a couple of chances. Flyers had a good kill though. Then they had the shorthanded chance. It was a good start. Frost had a nice play where he stole the puck off of Lindholm. I thought they were really dictating play because they were able to force turnovers by the way that they were forechecking. There was a couple plays where Boston was just throwing like cheeseburgers up the middle, and the Flyers were able to actually take advantage of that. They didn't score, but they were at least getting chances. I'm literally just straight up burgers up the middle of the ice. After that, the last 10 minutes or so, stuck in their own zone. Boston woke up. They had looks. Flyers get a power play. Frost draws a penalty. He drew 2 penalties in this game. Draws one here. They did nothing with it. Frost had a clean entry. Outside of that, nothing really. Then the Flyers took a penalty with 2 seconds left on that. So it's 4-4 for 2 seconds on the power play. Too many men. And it's just like Konechny standing out there. They don't even realize it, and it's just like these boneheaded plays. This is 2 games in a row. You had the goal the other night in Columbus off of a horrible change from the first line. This is from the same set of players, the first unit of the power play. And it's like, why is this happening? This stuff was supposed to, go away. And not even just because of Tortorella, just because of, you don't, they aren't supposed to, you're not supposed to continuously have that stuff all the time. And I hope that's really not a theme, because there were themes in this game themes have been happening for this team. And one of the themes is they've had good starts and then they faded out of the game. And that happened in the second period. As the second went on, the Flyers generated little offense. They were able to exit the zone cleanly, actually get out of the zone. But once they passed their own blue line, they did squat with the puck. And the problem with that was because Boston's very good defending the rush. They're a very good team. And their defense is just able to kind of separate that. Like, they just break it up. And, like, Hart had a couple good saves early on that power play that carried over. Then Bergeron had a nice play in tight. Frost had a play where he set up Willman. Frost was really good in this game. I mean, genuinely, their best forward, easily. I didn't really... Farabee looks off. Like, he looks tired, if that is, I guess, the right way to describe it. I thought Noah Cates had a good game tonight. They were really the only two guys I genuinely noticed. I thought Willman was good as well. He's been energetic since coming into the lineup. He had some jump in his game. I thought Brown was okay. I mean, didn't help, but didn't hurt. I think there were some plays Flyers could have scored, and the issue with this is they're letting teams stay in the game because they don't have the offense right now to legitimately turn over a game and or like capitalize on a legit like chance. And like part of the problem with that is like I don't really love the lines. Like I think it's more of like they're not finishing on their chances. Like Frost had a play in tight earlier in the first period as well, and then there was one Konechny had it like a play right in front of the net, and it's like they had 3 or 4 quality scoring chances in the first, you don't score, okay. Well, in this period, you're not able to create any offense, and that's where it kind of bites you. And this is a goal, 1-0 from Nosek, that kills the game because at this point, you're 0-0 against a good team in their building. Pretty good first period. I mean, it was half and half, but that's what it is. And Nosek scores off of a play where Provorov kind of drifts away from it, and 4 guys are puck watching, 4. And none of them pick up Nosek behind them. Lawton and Konechny were the forwards in the vicinity of the goal. Just slam dunk and tight, and there's nothing Hart can do. The Bruins were all over the Flyers after that. They just haven't been able to create any. And they just couldn't create anything. And they have no luxury to make a mistake. They have no room for error because they don't have the offense to do it. They don't have the defense to take all of that pressure all the time. I mean, it's just not even possible. And Hart can't save everything either. It's like it's just it's a recipe for disaster at this point. Like, you're injured and then you lose Konechny in this game off of what looked like a broken or fractured hand. Like, this couldn't have went any worse. I mean, you've lost 5 in a row. The overall process has been better, but they've been having this tendency of just like fading out of the game. And it's like, they did nothing in the second period. You lose Konechny. It would be crushing if he were to be out for any long period of time. I hope that's not the case. They had a good shift late from Cates. They had a chance in tight. D'Angelo had a nice spinorama move. Then the Flyers had a power play with 30 seconds left. Really wasn't that good of a period. That power play carries over. Did nothing. They literally did nothing with it. Then they get another one where Frost flagged down the puck out of the air, almost scored in tight, and then drew a penalty again on an interference on Ullmark. So the goaltender gets a penalty. Didn't really do anything with that either. And I think that's the frustrating part about it, is they just did nothing with the power play up until the Boston would score off of a power play where Willman takes a penalty. You had 2 chances to tie this game 1-1. Then you give up 1, and you fail to clear the puck out of the zone, and they score. 2-0 to Brusque and tight. And Flyers would get 1 off of a power play that McEwen drew. So 2-1, Tippett scores. It was a beautiful play because Frost goes in, wins the draw, sets it right back out. Flyers are able to set it up, and Cates with the screen, Tippett with the goal. Really nice play in general, and it's a sweet play. You get the moving screen. You like to see that from the power play. 16 seconds later, it's 3-1, and I watched this goal like 4 or 5, 6 times, and I still have no idea what where Braun was in the vicinity. I know he went to pinch, but very slow getting back. No other forward really helped. Frost was all the way in the end because he was trying to forecheck and there was a lost battle on the wall. And Farabee tried but ended up diving to get back. And Provorov just lost a one-on-one battle to Zacha, and Krejci get in and he scores. And Frost had a shot later that ended up going high off a pretty good scoring chance. But the Boston scores again on the power play to make it 4-1, Krejci. And last 4 games, the Flyers have given up 7 power play goals. They're 4 for 11 on the kill. Ottawa went 2 for 3 last Saturday. Dallas went 2 for 3 on Sunday. Columbus went 1 for 1 last game, and Boston went 2 for 4 tonight. So, not good. Not good at all. And it's not good. It really isn't. The penalty kill went from 4th in the league to 28th, and Bill Meltzer had a good tweet about that. Not good. Your special teams can't plummet like that, especially with the way that they are trending in this month. And I think the biggest problem with the penalty kill at the moment recently has been the backdoor play. The Flyers did a really good job in the first month of the season, and not really in October, of defending the middle of the ice, and that carried over a little bit into November. But defending the middle was great. Like, they barely gave up anything in the middle for most of the season, and now it's just been like the floodgates are wide open. Krejci had a goal there. The DeBrus one was a tip in the middle. Both of the DeBrincat goals were plays that, the first one was, I should rephrase that. The second one was a play off the bank, off the wall. But the first DeBrincat goal goes right under Braun, and he's right there. There were other ones. Dallas scored a couple tip goals. Robertson had one basically wide open at the side of the net there. It's like the middle of the ice has just been, like, open. I don't know what it is. And another thing on that 3-1 goal, at some point they switched up the D pairs, and Braun went up with Provorov, and Sanheim and D'Angelo were together. I don't know what the reasoning of that was. If they were maybe trying to push for more offense and put D'Angelo with Sanheim, I don't really know. I didn't think D'Angelo had a bad game to drop him. So I was a little confused at that, and I went back and I couldn't really find any reason for it. So maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't really see anything for D'Angelo to get dropped. But again, it's just frustrating because you didn't really get much offense in this game. You didn't create really anything off of the rush. Another low total of shots. And the power play. I mean, you had chances, and special teams in general. The power play had looks. You could have tied it. And just too many themes. Too many negative themes that are continuing is fading out of games and giving up legit scoring chances and looks after you score a goal. Like, that's been a theme all year, and recently the special teams. So, not good. It hasn't been a recipe for anything good for this team, and unfortunately, they're kind of trending in the wrong direction a little bit. They're now 7-3. They've lost 5 in a row. They practiced today, as I'm recording this at 2:35 in the morning, in Boston today, Friday, tomorrow, whatever way you want to look at it. Not good. We'll see what happens. I'm really hoping this connecting injury isn't anything horrible, because if it is, oh boy. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember, this Sunday we have Mark Recchi coming on the podcast at 7 o'clock here on YouTube. Make sure to check out the Flyers fan club. Easy for me to say. And Flyers take on the Canadiens in Montreal on Saturday night. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. Remember, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And I'll talk to you all again soon.